Hi, I'm Rashonda. I'm the creator of this YouTube channel as well as the artbyro.com website where you can find over 200 art and drawing tutorials. In today's lesson, I'll be showing you how to draw these really easy 3D optical illusion hands. Don't be intimidated by them because they really are very easy to make, and I'm going to show you how in this step-by-step tutorial. So let's go on over to the art studio and get started making some artwork. Hi, and welcome to the art studio. I thank you for joining me today. Hopefully you will follow along and feel inspired to create some of your own artwork. So today I'm going to be drawing an optical illusion 3D hand. I'm doing mine on an artist trading card. So what I did was I traced my hand and then I shrunk it down and made this little template so that I can do it on an artist trading card. If you've seen any of my other videos, then you already know I do a lot of my artwork on artist trading cards. I love working this way. It really has changed my life when I started working on artist trading cards. So it's something I'm still doing. It really works well for me. You can do yours on a full-size paper. You can do it on a smaller piece of paper. It's up to you. It doesn't really matter. This can be done on any size and any type of paper. So the first thing you want to do is trace your hand with a pencil. And this is just going to be what we're going to use as our guide to create our optical illusion. Now, I've also seen it done where whatever the object is, whether it's a hand or any other object, I've seen where it's outlined in marker, in black marker. I don't care for the look that gives, but if that's something you want to try, feel free to try. I think it's always a great idea to experiment and try new things. So I'm going to be using a fine point Sharpie pen. So what you want to do is, you can start anywhere. I'm going to pick an area that's fairly easy. So what you want to do is where the hand is, you want to make an arch, curved line, and then where the background is, you want the line to be straight. And then you're just going to repeat that, keeping them fairly close together, and then straight. And then curved line again, and then straight. And you're going to do this all the way across the entire paper. This is an artist trading card, so I'll be doing this across the entire card. And then when you get to where like this thumb is at, you want to curve it again. And it can get a little bit tricky, so just do it the best you can. The thing is, you want it to be different from how the background looks, so that it'll give the illusion that it's popping off of the paper. Same thing up here. Once you get to the fingers, you're going to go straight, curved, straight, curved. So anywhere there's a background, you want to have it straight, and anywhere there's a part of the hand, it needs to be curved. That's all there is to this, to creating that optical illusion. And then there's things we can do with the color that will further enhance that optical illusion. So let me show you a little bit on the fingers here. So that one's going to be curved, the background straight, curved here, and then connect them straight. Same thing here, curve them here, connect straight, curve straight, and then straight going that way. And then you'll just repeat that. So again, anywhere there's a background, you want your line to be straight. Anywhere there's part of the hand, you want it to be curved. Like that. So I will go ahead and speed this up, and I'll be back when this part of it is finished. Okay, so I have all the lines done. You can start to see the optical illusion. For the top, I just did straight lines. So normally what I'll do is where the fingers are at the ends, instead of going completely straight as soon as the finger ends, the fingertip here, sometimes I'll wave it just a little bit and then straighten out as I get further and further away. It doesn't matter either way. So now the next thing, now you can leave it as is. If you don't want to add color, what I would do is take a black colored pencil or use a regular pencil and do some shading around this outside edge to help push that out even more. I'm going to add color to this. And what I like using color pencils. You want your pencils to be nice and sharp. I'm using an orange and a red. You can use whatever colors you want. So typically what I will do is just use two colors and alternate them just to add a little something to the drawing. And I'll pick an area up here where you can see. So what you want to do to further enhance this optical illusion is you want your colors to be lighter as they get towards the center, and then darker down here at this edge. And then you can darken it up in that background area, so darker right here at this edge, and then soften it up a little bit as it goes into the middle, and you're going to have kind of a white line going in the center of all your raised areas. The background you can have dark, that's fine, but you want this lighter in the middle. And you can also use like a kneaded eraser or something to pull some of that up if you need to. And then what I'll do is I'll take the red, do the same thing with the red, darker down here towards the edge of the hand. The background we can fill in solid, and then lighter as it gets towards the center. And then dark again on that background. And you just want to kind of blend that out a little bit there. It's kind of tricky working this small, so just try to do it the best you can. Like I said, you can use a kneaded eraser to pull a little bit of that colored pencil up. Colored pencil's not really erasable, but you can get some of that pigment to lift up with an eraser, just to soften it up if you need to. Sometimes I'll go over it with the kneaded eraser anyway, just to soften it. So that's it for the color. You could use marker if you wanted to use marker. You would have to probably use a couple, 2 or 3 colors and blend it, so that would be pretty tricky at this size. But if you were doing a bigger drawing, that might not be a problem. It would be a bit more complicated, but it might be worth it. It might be a cool effect. I've never tried doing the color with markers. I typically will stick with colored pencils. So you want to do the same thing with the hands. And then what you'll do is for each hand, or for each finger, you want to keep the center lighter with a little highlight, making it look like it's pushed up more. Looks like the higher areas will reflect the light a little bit more. So for each finger, you want it to be lighter in the center and then darker on these edges, and then again darker in the background. And I can do that one more time with the fingers and explain it again, just in case. So it would be the same thing down here with the thumb. You want there to be a light area where it's raised. So for the fingers, each finger, we want that light area right in the center to help give the illusion that it's popping up off the paper. If you don't have the control, or if you're doing this on an artist trading card, it's pretty small, it's hard to get that nice gradual fade in there, then don't worry about it too much. Just make sure you leave the white going down the center so it'll help with that illusion. So I will go ahead and speed this up again, and I will be back when I have the color done. All right, so I have the background all filled in. You can touch up some areas if you need to. And then to finish it up, what I like to do is to use a black colored pencil and go right along the outside edge and shade that a little bit, just to create a little bit of a shadow. And again, this is just helping to kind of emphasize that 3D optical illusion effect that we're going for here. Now, when you pick your colors, you could do 2 colors, you could do 3 colors, you could do black and white. It's really up to you. You do want to choose colors that are going to go good together. So using a little bit of color theory to do that with your either warm colors or cool colors or color complements, whatever your preference is. I'm just going to quickly go around, shade this a little bit. And then one thing I do want to kind of caution you about, when you're doing your background, the pattern with the stripes, it's a good idea to just stick with doing every other one as you go. How I did mine. In the past, my experience has been that when my students would try to just do every other one red and then go back and fill in the orange, somewhere along the way it gets messed up. Now, of course, this was with younger students, but when you're doing something like this, it kind of messes with your eyes a little bit. So it's fairly easy to mess up what you're doing with your patterns if you're trying to just do all the red and then go back and do all the orange. At least that's what my experience has been in the past. So, of course, you're free to do whatever you want. But if you mess that pattern up, then it kind of ruins the whole thing. So you can make this shadow as light or as dark as you want. But it's just going to help push this hand up a little bit and to increase that effect, that optical illusion, the 3D effect that it's popping up out of the paper. And if you mess up like I just did there and go a little too far, just go back over it with the color again, darken that up. So I think that's probably good. I'm going to call this one done. That's it for this 3D hand optical illusion. I really hope you enjoyed the video and hopefully you feel inspired to create some of your own artwork. I will see you next time. Happy creating! Well, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully you felt motivated and inspired to do some of your own 3D optical art. Don't forget to check out that description box and please give us a like and subscribe if you want to get notified of future videos. And I will see you next time. Bye!